mountain, swim the deep sea. All you need is the will to want it and a little self-esteem.
Hi my lovely ones, I'm going to keep this short and sweet, but today is a very important day in history, especially if you are a Michael Jackson fan. Firstly, before I get into why that is, I just want to apologize if you guys can hear the noise in the background. My mom is outside with the weed whacker thing, and I closed my windows, so that's the best I can do. I've been trying to upload a few videos that I really thought were good videos. One of them is Michael Jackson related, and I do want to get that one up. It's actually about Michael Jackson and Paris Jackson. The Paris Jackson portion of that video is kind of covering the Paris Jackson Oprah interview, and that already passed because I filmed it earlier that day, but I've been having uploading troubles, and honestly, I don't know, I called the my network providers and whatever, and apparently it's fixed for the time being, so I'm going to try to still get those videos up, even though I did them I think it was a few days ago. The interview was on Sunday, and I filmed them all on Sunday, so during the day, and I tried to upload them and they wouldn't work, so I will still put those up, but this one is going to be my priority since as it is today, and so I'll just get right into that. What the event or the historical important thing that I wanted to talk about is the fact that Michael Jackson was vindicated 7 years ago today, which is June 13th, and he was vindicated in his trial from, the child allegations, the child abuse allegations, and this is an important day in history. It proves his innocence, and anybody who still thinks that he's not innocent, that he always was innocent, anybody who has any doubts at all about that can go take a hike or jump in a lake, because honestly there's so much proof against the fact that he was innocent, and there's zero proof that he was ever guilty, so it just really doesn't make sense to think that he was guilty. But yeah, it's just a day that I remember vividly. Let's see, when I was 7, I think when it was 7 years ago, I was about 11. What? Does that work? That doesn't work. Because I'm 21 now. That would mean that I'm 18 now. So I must have been older when he finally... Oh dear. Yes, you know what? Okay, when I was 11, that's when I watched Living with Michael Jackson, which was the documentary with Martin Bashir, Batshit, whatever you want to call him. And so I think it was maybe the following year when he was actually what do you call it? When he was convicted of the crime, and then obviously then he had his trial, which must have taken some time, so I think maybe I was older. I probably was 13 or almost 14 when he was vindicated. Actually, I was 14, I think. Anyway, who cares how old I was? This is not about me. It's about Michael Jackson and the fact that he was totally innocent, and today marks the anniversary of the day where we found his innocence. Now, if you're a true fan, I don't think that you should have just came upon the conclusion that he was innocent on June 13th, however many years ago. I think that you'd have already known in your heart. You would have just known. And that was how I was. I just knew that he was not guilty of whatever they were trying to accuse him of. And I thought that that was ridiculous. And when he was first convicted, when 1993, of course I was only 2 years old, so I wouldn't have really known about that, but I did hear about it as I got older, and I just thought it was bogus. I was there is no way this man would ever do anything like that. You can see the love he has for children, and it's completely platonic. He's just the friendliest, kindest, most giving person, so anybody who can misconstrue that, they might be the ones that we should be questioning, because, I mean, they're the ones who took it there. It was never there in the first place, and so today is a very happy day. I feel I don't know, it was a really important topic that I should cover, and also, I mean, I've been going through some things lately, and this just kind of brightened my mood. I mean, remembering such a nice event, because, I broke up with my boyfriend yesterday, I'm not gonna lie about that, and I don't really want to get into that because, of course, this video is not about that. But, I mean, I was in a very bad mood yesterday. But all day today, I've just felt, uplifted, and I felt everything was okay. And, I mean, I guess maybe I can attribute that... I can't talk. I guess maybe I can attribute that to the fact that today just has such a good mood to it, good undertone because of the vindication of Michael Jackson. And back in the day when I was younger and he actually got vindicated, I was blasting music in my neighborhood. Like, I had my little boom box that it was portable, so I put it out on my front porch, and I was sitting on the front porch, and me and my mom were out on the front porch cheering, and people probably thought we were nuts if they had no idea what was going on, but we were blasting Michael Jackson music, and it was just so much fun, and we were so happy, and I remember screaming when I heard the verdict. I knew what it was going to be. I knew the verdict would be that he was innocent. I mean, people have bad minds and people were out to get him, but I knew that they couldn't conquer him. He was such a force to be reckoned with. You couldn't just say, oh, he's guilty, and, you know, throw a bunch of crap on him. He was a strong man, and reading LaToya's book and also Jermaine's book, like LaToya's book is called Starting Over, and she mentioned a lot about Michael Jackson, and I can't really remember how much she mentioned about him being innocent or whatever, but she did mention that, and because previously in her book, I forget what it's, I think it was just called LaToya Jackson. That was like a long time ago that she wrote that book, and around that time she also came out and said that her brother was guilty of these things, and then, I mean, in the new book, Starting Over, she went back and, you know, told why exactly she said that, and that she definitely didn't mean it, and he was definitely innocent, and it was a really beautiful book. I really liked that book. And then also in Jermaine Jackson's You Are Not Alone, he talked a lot about the trial and stuff as well, and how his brother was dealing with it. So, I mean, I remember distinctly hearing this one chapter where Michael just kind of snapped under the pressure. He just couldn't contain the pressure anymore, and you know, it showed how human he was, and that was like really powerful reading that, and then hearing that and seeing the Michael that we saw in the media during the time that he was in trial. It's so empowering. I mean, he looked like he was so well put together. He smiled, he waved to his fans, which like, me as a fan, I love that, because even in his time of like darkness and stuff, he could appreciate his fans, which was really nice. And then also he was just so calm and put together, and, you know, he looked serene, like he knew what the verdict was going to be. Of course he knew, because he was innocent. So I'm not going to ramble on anymore about the fact that Michael Jackson was innocent, but today is a good day to revel in the justice that Michael Jackson received, and it would have been so cool to have been there the day that he was vindicated, because seeing the doves being released and stuff, it's so symbolic, and just had to have been like a really good day. So hope you guys all enjoyed this day, and just take the time to reflect about Michael Jackson and just his innocence, and just revel in it. I mean, I know I am, and I know that there's been some trending topics on Twitter. I understand, because some people on Instagram have posted photos of that, like screenshots, because I don't really use Twitter anymore, so I don't really know, but yeah, it's just a nice day for all of us fans to like come together and just remember. So that's pretty much all I want to say, and again, I will try to get those other videos up, but this video will be my main priority, and hopefully today you guys will see some new videos for you guys to watch, and I've got a couple of requests that I want to go like try to get to as well. This week's been pretty busy, pretty hectic, so probably next week I'll try to get to your guys' requests. And just know that I love you all so much, and again, if you guys have any suggestions, especially Michael Jackson related ones, let me know, and I will definitely take your requests into consideration. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Enjoy your day. Bye!